Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to Today in Bitcoin. Today is August the 1st, 2017, that legendary day. This is home of long-term cryptocurrency thinking. Golden hold, people. Strong hand. Be in motion. Thanks for the reoccurring Bitcoin someone sent me. That was very nice. I am back in the USA. You're going to see me in a second. There is a lot to catch up on. And I wanted to remind everyone that you still need your hardware wallet. Check out my links below. Crypto HW wallet. They're awesome. You can get your Trezor there and your Ledger Nano, everything. And it's good to have them, not store it at don't store your cryptocurrency at an exchange. And I also wanted to remind, I have a link below to the Trezor site that explains how you claim your BCH through Trezor. And that is an important link. And I do want to share it. All right, so let me get, because people are asking. I have not had time to do it yet, people, but we're going to talk about this BCH, and we're going to call it Bcash, because if they're not using the Bitcoin name, then I think Bcash is great. You know, it's a secondary cash. It's plan B, whatever. And people are using the name now, calling it Bcash. It's a FUDcoin, of course, but why not just call it Bcash? I know they probably don't, they're probably not the biggest fans of it. All right, of calling it that. So it's still, you know, it serves our purpose calling it Bcash though. So I'm back in the USA. Someone sent this shirt to me. I think I know who it is. I think it is an Australian friend of mine. Please email me if you sent me this pound that like button shirt. Really, thank you much. I picked this up in Australia yesterday. I forgot to tell you. Tim gave me this. He has a lot of these. These are like poker chips. He had a movie that had to do with Bitcoin. 0.001 BTC. We might work something out with him where I don't know, where he promotes and he'll come on the show. Maybe he'll give some of these away. I think they're pretty cool. Now I have one. That's nice to have. One thing I wanted to show everyone is, wait, is this, yeah, this is what my handwriting looks like. It is a disgrace, isn't it? Isn't that a disgrace? People, that's a little personal information there. I'm sure people wanted to do that. I'm legendary for that. All right. This is look at this. Someone sent me, this is Ghetto Nerd sent me that. His website is below. I'm butchering everything because I didn't prepare this. You can buy this at Bitcoin at his site. I like artists. I'm not a graphic. I know there's a lot of guys out there that like graphic novels. It's really cool that he sent this and that he's an entrepreneur. He's trying to sell his stuff for Bitcoin, and he's into cryptocurrency, but he's also an artist, and he's in Detroit. Shout outs to Detroit, the Ghetto Nerd. And I'll talk about him another time again. So let's jump again into this. So yeah, traveling across the world is tiresome, but hey man, I'm persistent. I love making these videos for you guys. I guess do what the shirt says to do there. Pound that like button. Pound that like button. So, okay, I haven't had time, you know, in my previous two videos. Well, first of all, the previous video was just a compilation video. Check that out. The links to below. I just had that scheduled to go live when I was on an airplane. So I am catching up on a lot of things here. I didn't know the Orioles had even won the other day. I mean, all these things. It's hard to travel across the world from Australia to here and stop in Honolulu. It's not easy. But on Sunday's show, that's a good show also. I was talking about this month. I want to use this Bitcoin, this Bcash thing to my advantage and right now the price is steady. It's above 0.1 BTC. I want to increase my Bitcoin holdings by selling this altcoin, but being careful. And I don't know, since I was traveling around the Gold Coast and everything. I don't know if I stressed it enough. I've stressed it in other videos. You got to be careful with this thing. You got to be careful what exchanges you go to. And I am providing a very important link to below to Aaron Van Werdum's. It's a must-read article. at Bitcoin Magazine, Beginner's Guide to Claiming Your Bitcoin your Bcash. I'm almost calling it by its false name there, and selling it by claiming your FUDcoin and selling it. So that article has all the proper warnings in it. All right. So please read that article before you jump into this, before you mess around with it, because is there going to really, the replay, they say there's going to be replay protection. Can you trust these people? One of the things is that people now are trading it, I think, and there haven't been major problems of losing Bitcoin from it. I mean, the point is just, you never want to lose Bitcoin. You want to gain Bitcoin. And I guess you could there's scenarios out there, scary scenarios, where maybe you could lose Bitcoin if people aren't as honest as they say they are. So please read that article. That's one of the most important links I provided during this saga. And what a saga it has been, because people have been looking to this August 1st date for a long time. And it's just one of those, another day they say Bitcoin's going to die. Well, look, everyone, Bitcoin is around $2,700 still. And what can I say? It exists. I mean, if it went down to $1,900, which you still could, through FUDing and all this craziness, it's still out there. And I hope you didn't sell your Bitcoin, man. I don't know why you'd sell your Bitcoin. I mean, you get this free altcoin thingy too, which is very interesting. I'm looking down to see if I have any other thing I wanted to share in terms of people giving me such nice things, and I'm just finding it now that I'm home. I don't know what messy handwriting means for you guys. I thought that was important. Everyone knows my handwriting was called an abomination by my physics teacher in 12th grade, out loud. "This is an abomination, Meister." It's a classic line my friends and I still repeat to this very day. It is an abomination. Say what you will. Say maybe it's some creative people have messy handwriting. I have the same handwriting as my father, basically. So maybe it's just an inherited thing too. Pound that like button. Pound that like button. So what else do we have here? There's important stuff going on. I'm talking about handwriting. People must be like getting angry over there. And I can't see you guys in the chat. Sorry. So, all right. What else is nice here? Oh yeah, GBTC, the Barry Silbert fund, whatever that is up to $424. So that is a very bullish sign. People who don't know about technology and hard forks and all this craziness, and newbies that just want to be safe by buying a fund instead of holding your own Bitcoin, it's up to $424. It's up. So that's the equivalent of $4,240 in how they're valuing Bitcoin. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, I linked to thegetonerd.com/shop. You can get his stuff below. That's a completely different, it has nothing to do with Barry Silbert. Also, my friend I have an ex-girlfriend who works at Harvard in Boston. And she sent me, she said, people are talking about Bitcoin, and they're talking specifically about this site, this MIT site, Digital Currency Initiative. And so that's a real site. I linked to that below. And smart people talk, but what I forgot to link to in a previous video, and I thought I never mentioned it. You guys brought up to me that Charlie Lee, that they had a Litecoin site at MIT, and Charlie Lee recently tweeted, said, nope, it wasn't real. It was students. They took it down. But this is real, this dci-mit.edu. They're talking about it at Harvard, Digital Currency Initiative. So no, there's no big Litecoin thing at Harvard or at MIT. And now I'm getting everything's confused because I am tired and jet lagged. But it's in the news over at Harvard and MIT. They're talking digital currency. That is cool. And I want to remind everyone, I use Gemini.com to get my price quotes. Sometimes when I'm quoting, it's a good place to know how much Bitcoin is selling for. That's because there's different places out there. Pound that like button. 105 live viewers in the middle of the night here in Baltimore. It's humid out there. I went running tonight, and classic Baltimore. I wanted to bring up the Litecoin, a couple things about Litecoin community. First of all, there's a real community behind that altcoin. There's a real community behind the Monero altcoin. So again, with this Bcash thing, is there really a community behind it? No, there isn't, that I know of at least. So again, if you think this is going to be sustainable for a while, then great. Believe it if you want to believe it. But man, again, I see that price at 0.15. I'm getting thirsty. So I got to do my research. After I get off of here with you guys, I'm going to start to decide, what exchange I need to go to try to get this, how to experiment so I'm not losing any Bitcoin. See how I get, if the Trezor has split it into to BCC yet, or BCH. So we're calling it Bcash now, because that's what it is. It's a B-level digital cash. If people really wanted a digital cash now, Litecoin already provides everything that these Bcash people want to do. All right. So, thumbs up to Litecoin. If you want fast transactions, if you want cheap transactions, use Litecoin. So they're just creating another altcoin. And hey, man, it's the number 4 altcoin now. As I said, I'm like, in my previous videos, I'm like, it's hard to believe that the futures market are saying this is going to be the number 4 altcoin in market valuation on Earth. And it's just because of irrational exuberance. I don't know if China people are buying it. There's nothing special about it, really. And it's similar numbers that Monero is valued less, just shows that we're in a, people don't judge these things by fundamentals and everything. But as long as people are going to misjudge the fundamentals, then we as Bitcoin holders if we can safely increase our Bitcoin holdings because of this nonsense by 10%, that's just an awesome opportunity. So, hey man, if we're calling it Bcash, it's not a war to me at all. It's not a war. It's a way to help me out here, because I know in the long run, in the year 2020, I'm just trying to have as much Bitcoin as possible. It's going to go up more in value in terms of any altcoin or anything out there. What was the title of this video? I've already forgotten, because it had talking points in it. Yeah. So Bcash is a fine name. Marketing it that way is funny. And Friendly Forks. Yeah, I want to mention Friendly Forks. I don't link to this, but a lot of you have remembered that when we had all this hard fork FUD back in March, I was talking about the concept. I came up with the term Friendly Fork. And be my guest, if you wanna fork Bitcoin and create your own altcoin from it, and give it free to people and make people happy and let the irrational markets pump up these markets, then great, do it in a peaceful manner. And this isn't a friendly fork, this Bcash thing. But as long as we call it Bcash, as long as you don't call it Bitcoin, you're doing it out of, you want to test. You think you have a better Bitcoin. Well, if you think you have a better Bitcoin, don't call it Bitcoin. Call it by some other name. Let the market decide. So this one's called Bcash. Let the market decide. I'm pretty confident that the market will decide in the long run that, yeah, Bitcoin is the better coin. Bitcoin's the best coin out there, better than all the altcoins. And Bcash is just an altcoin. And again, I mentioned this in the other videos, that this is the best time. You got to value your wealth in Bitcoin now. Don't panic if you see Bitcoin price drop in dollars. You still have the same amount of Bitcoin. Don't go crazy if you see the value of Bcash go up in dollars. Look at how much it's worth in terms of Bitcoin. It's around 0.15 now, which is that's pretty cool. I mean, it means more to the world than Ethereum does. Or again, go back to Monero, because there's more Ethereum out there than Bcash. Another thing I want to mention that was mentioned on this show, I think maybe in the chat very briefly, was someone who was from Israel, or maybe I did mention it out loud, but I did not want to scare people and get all of the people who like butcher religions into their own interpretation. Because there was someone out there that learned about something called the Shemitah, and he made insane videos about it. It's something that was in the Jewish religion at one point. I mean, it's like saying for the Muslim religion, picking the word Hajj and deciding it has something to do with doom porn. I mean, it's insane. Well, August 1st all along has been a holiday. Well, this year, the Jewish holiday of Tisha B'Av fell on August the 1st. It is now over. It is a day-long fast, and it started August 31st, I mean, July 31st, where Jewish people mourn the falling of the temple when the Romans destroyed the temple. was in the year 70, I believe. Anyway, and we mourn this because our temple is gone, but may it return in our lifetimes. May the third temple be rebuilt soon. May it be built. But it is a very sad day, and there is mourning going on. So I thought some people were going to like try to turn this bit, worry about, Bitcoin was going to die on Tisha B'Av. But so I didn't bring it up till now. It is over now. And I hope everyone who fasted had a good fast, and we should be happy that Bitcoin survived. Of course, Bitcoin survived. And of course, the Jewish people survived, and may the third temple be built in our lifetimes. May it be built, oh, thank God, hopefully soon in our lifetime. So, so now we're happy. That time of mourning is over. You shouldn't be sad, anyone out there. And again, the worrying of Bitcoin should be over. Oh God, so I shouldn't be conflating Bitcoin and look at me. I'm saying don't do it, and I'm conflating it. Ignore that. I'm just happy the fast is over. I didn't have water for a long time, and usually most fast when you're doing it for health reasons, you should have water. But the Jewish fasts do not involve drinking water. There's your little tidbit of the day. Okay, I already said Litecoin is the real Bcash. Oh, I have links to the market, the crypto market cap page for the currencies. For Bcash, you can see what markets it's being sold at. I have a theory that the more markets that announce, the more bullish it gets. People get more and more excited that they can dump it. But really, if there are more places to dump it, it should actually go down in price. But, again, I haven't even checked out if Bittrex works yet, or any of these ones that are listed as selling. And obviously, I'm not going to even think about, are the Chinese exchanges really doing this or not? I'm not even going to their pages. Okay, I want nothing. If you're gonna try to sell your Bcash, don't do it in a Chinese exchange. Be real careful over there. All right. So is that? Oh no. Here's the thing I forgot to say. Good. I'm glad I looked at my notes before I talk about this. Feel free to fork Bcash also. I think it would be cool to have something called BC2. BC2. I want someone out there to make BC2. Make a fork of Bcash if it's so great. Let's fork a Bcash. And maybe that people will hold on to Bcash and do the opposite of what I'm saying to do. But yeah, I'm saying I think it's a great, if you have an opportunity to get 10%, increase your Bitcoin holdings by 10% by flipping this thing, then flip this thing safely. Check out Aaron's article below to learn how to do that. And some people are like, Adam, well, how do you know which one's going to win? Win? This is just an altcoin, dudes. It's just an altcoin. So Bitcoin is the winner. So I know. But who knows? There might be more irrational exuberance that gets it up to 0.2 for a while. Whatever. If you're getting it at 0.1, you should be happy. You can increase your holdings by 10%. Don't get greedy here. It's free. It's a free coin. Because just like with some of these altcoins, everyone's saying to buy because they're so high, then all of a sudden they're worth half as much, and you lost the opportunity to sell that altcoin. All right, so pound that like button. Do this shirt. Person who made the shirt, please email me. I'm pretty sure it's someone in Australia who is a great guy. If it's you, you're awesome. Thanks for all the free things, people. It's nice to be back in Baltimore until the 10th or whenever. I'll be in Dublin on the 10th of August. Jet lag won't be as bad. Pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. I'll say hi to you guys in the chat real quick. And again, just have a strong hand if there's craziness, and just try to be careful with the Bcash, but use it to increase your Bitcoin by 10%, your Bitcoin holdings. Bye-bye.